Birmingham City Schools scholars learn to lead and serve. They travel throughout the country and around the world, excel in the classroom and on playing fields, tracks, and courts. The knowledge they gain leads to millions in scholarships. The lessons they learn today and nurturing they receive prepare our scholars to own businesses, star on stages, lead universities and corporations, impact our nation and our world. Birmingham City Schools, success starts here.
Hey, my friend, how you doing? You know I love them cheeks. Come here, my baby. Come on. Go on down the red carpet.
It's the first day of school in Birmingham City Schools, and our scholars are ready to unlock their potential and creativity. Here at Sun Valley Elementary School, the sun was shining bright on these students as they walked down the red carpet and into the school.
We are ready day one, and we are certainly ready as our partners, Birmingham Police Department. They've come and they've rolled out the red carpet for our scholars. Parents are taking pictures, children are excited, so we are just thrilled.
These twin siblings are thrilled about starting kindergarten at Sun Valley.
I like school.
You do?
Yes.
What do you like about school?
I like sitting down at school and eating at school.
Down the street at the newly opened Martha Gaskins Early Learning Annex, Superintendent Dr. Mark Sullivan joined the children as they danced to their morning words of affirmation song. Miss Arlene Williams, talk about how the first day of school is going at the new Martha Gaskins Early Learning Annex.
Let me just say, I want to really thank the families, the communities, because they have really shown out. They've been here on time. Children were here for breakfast. Breakfast went smoothly. Drop-off was great. And they came right on to class. So I thank this community because they have really, really done a great job accepting us.
In North Birmingham, George Washington Carver High School's principal, Tiki Hines, and her staff may be the best dancers in the district. They showed off a few moves as they welcomed their scholars back to school for another year of learning. The Rams were even featured on WBRC's Good Day, Alabama, near downtown Birmingham. Phillips Academy's Junior Lions cheerleaders performed to the Temptations' popular hit Get Ready, welcoming their fellow classmates back to school for another world-class education. The brothers of Phi Beta Sigma helped with traffic flow and made sure the students got into the building safely. A few blocks over at the historic A.H. Parker High School, the fans were popping and the pom-poms were shaking. The football Bison dads and the Parker alums cheered on the scholars as they embarked on a new chapter in life. The brothers of Omega Psi Phi and 95.7 Jams were on the hill of Ramsey IB High School, greeting the scholars and wishing them a fantastic school year. Let's head to Southwest Birmingham. BCS board member Walt Wilson and community members put smiles on the scholars' faces as they walked down the red carpet and into Jones Valley Middle School. And Winona High School ended their first day of school with a pep rally.
We had a great first day here. We had about at least 3/4 of the student body showed up on day one. That's the most kids I've ever had show up in all my years of education on day one, and we were ready day one. We also, right now, we had a pep rally for coming back to school to deal with our greatness, our academic success, and to celebrate our students who came today, and also how well we've done on our tests.
Dr. Sullivan made stops at several schools to greet students. Overall, he said the first day of school was a success.
Everybody's excited about being in school. You know, the way you start school is the way you end school. And if this is an indication of how school's going to end, it is going to end exciting because the day has been an exciting day all throughout the school district. So welcome and thank you for day one.
I'm Fred Davenport, BCS Media.
I'm Jason. I'm in the 4th grade. I love math. I am epic.
I am Evelyn Jones. I'm in 2nd grade. I love reading. I am epic.
Epic Alternative Elementary School, a 2024 National Blue Ribbon School. Our students thrive. Our teachers are committed to each student's individual success. We're producing future lawyers, doctors, teachers, engineers, and business owners too.
Birmingham City Schools, success starts here.
In Birmingham City Schools, we say success starts here. and the results show. BCS students continue to make gains on the ACAP grade for the year 2024-25. That's according to initial reports. ACAP stands for Alabama Comprehensive Assessment Program. Birmingham City Schools also reduced the number of its failing schools to the lowest number since the state began issuing school district and individual school report cards.
A few years ago, we had 15 schools in the state A through F report card that were listed as F schools. We have been making great strides and improvements. 2 years ago, we cut that number in half to 7 schools. And when the test scores come out in the fall, you will see that we will have, and this information is embargoed, so I won't say what the exact number is, but what I will say is that we will have the lowest number of F schools that we've ever had in Birmingham City Schools, and we will have the highest grade on a report card than we've ever had.
And there's more exciting news. Birmingham City Schools has emerged as a proven leader among school districts in the state. Here's how. Curriculum and Associates recently completed a study of 8,000 school systems in 30 states. Curriculum and Associates ranks BCS as being number 1 in Alabama in math recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. BCS ranks 7th in the nation in mathematics recovery. BCS uses an online platform called iReady by Curriculum and Associates to track accurate data of students' performance through practice tests.
We noticed that our students had tremendous deficits after the pandemic. However, the program allowed us to get just-in-time data on their math and ELA skills. We benchmarked our students 3 times a year. We not only used it for our benchmark and our formative assessment, but we also used it to also provide online personalized instructions in both content areas. It was a hard sell because our students, were really trying to recover a lot of skills, but the program helped us to identify those areas where they were weak and their strengths. And we tailored our professional learning and our curriculum to the information we gathered from iReady.
So what strategies did BCS implement to see this incredible success?
We've extended our school year through our intercession program. We've had great summer programs. We have great partners who work with us, like STAIR, Beta Basics, the City of Birmingham through a partnership called Page Pals. So all of those things working together, I think, has contributed to the success that we're seeing in Birmingham.
School board members say they are pleased with the current trend of success in Birmingham City Schools.
It is a great day to be a board member and a participant in the Birmingham City Schools. I'm so proud of the work that we have accomplished thus far.
I'm so proud of our board, our superintendent, our academic officer, all of our teachers and principals, especially the scholars and their parents, because I have testimonies from parents. I've met them in the grocery stores. They talked about how they've been all in with their teachers. They talked about the buy-in to the program. They talked about Saturday school. They talked about doing the 10 to 15 minutes of reading at home. And these are the results.
You can read more about the case study on our website, bhamcityschools.org. I'm Fred Davenport, BCS Media.
Watch Steve Brown, Brett Oates, Ray Turner, Keith Mims, and Tommy Palladino this fall on BCS Under the Lights.
From performing in Birmingham, Alabama to singing before an international audience, the Birmingham Youth and Young Adult Fellowship Choir brought joy to millions of people on the popular NBC television show America's Got Talent. How did it feel to perform on the stage for America's Got Talent?
To be honest with you, I'm still processing it.
It felt amazing. I had so much fun.
It was crazy. I always dreamed about being on there. I was nervous because I was kind of the first person to come out. But it was a lot of people in there. I never sung in front of thousands of people. So it was different, but it was exciting because it was a new journey for us.
A dream that came true for Peyton Marbury, Jessica Judge, and Braylon Malone, all Birmingham City School students who sing in the fellowship choir. There are several more current BCS students and former students who sing in the choir that was founded by Ramsey IB High School graduate, Mr. Akeem Lee. Talk about your choir making it to America's Got Talent. How big is it?
It feels amazing. It's almost like I still can't believe it even happened. We taped the audition in March, so we've been, holding in this big secret for quite a bit of time, but it feels absolutely amazing. But it also feels like a relief, we finally get to share this moment with the city of Birmingham and our family and friends.
This group spent a countless number of hours and months of rehearsals beginning last fall. Their amazing voices not only moved the crowd and viewers.
I could see and hear how much work went into this. Every single one of you played the perfect part. We had lead vocals, we had emotion, and I'm so honored that you would come here on our 20th anniversary, and in return, I want to give you something.
It led celebrity judge Simon Cowell to press the golden buzzer. Giving the choir an opportunity to move to the next level. This competition is a defining moment for this choir.
This year is actually our 10th year anniversary, so to be able to appear on an international platform is amazing for it to happen, especially now. It's been 10 years of a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of sacrifice, and I'm just really, really excited.
Did you ever think this would happen for your choir?
No, absolutely not. The choir was founded originally as a one-time thing. But God had other plans, and a lot of young people in the city wanted to be a part of it, so we kept it going, and 10 years later, we're still here.
This is also a defining moment for Braylon Malone, who's been a part of this choir for 8 years and always watches America's Got Talent.
And I was like, man, I'll never be on that show ever in my life, boy. Who I look like going out there doing that? And it's crazy that I did it, and it was like, dang, what? Like, I was just watching it, but now it's me. I hugged Simon. Like what? Like, boy, oh my God.
Is it a dream come true?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Jessica Judge has been in this choir for nearly a year. She also sings in the choir at George Washington Carver High School and credits her renowned music instructor, Bobby Stringer, for also preparing her for this big moment in life.
He's helped me with solos and singing out more. And it's just he's helped a lot, and I appreciate him for everything he's done for me.
So what's next?
Be prepared to see BYY AFC on your TV screens in the fall of this year.
And they are having their 10th anniversary and back to school benefit concert on Sunday, July 20th at the historic 16th Street Baptist Church starting at 3:30. Free school supplies will be giving out to K through 12 students. If you would like to donate and help with travel and other expenses, you can give by visiting the group's website at www.bhamyyafc.org. If you would like to donate through check or other methods, send them an email at info@bhamyyafc.org.
This is just the beginning. You're big, now it's going to get bigger. Right?
I'm Fred Davenport, BCS Media.
I graduated from Woodlawn High School with 2 years of college credit thanks to the early college program. I am Destiny Nelson Miles, and at age 19, I graduated from UAB and started my finance career at Regions.
With specialized career academies, early college, career and technical education, and a rigorous curriculum, Birmingham City Schools prepares you for college, for careers, for life.
Birmingham City Schools, success starts here.
Big things are happening here at Booker T. Washington K-8 School in Birmingham. Inside the school's gymnasium this week, the scholars welcomed in guests from the Birmingham community for a major celebration.
Booker T. Washington, recognized as a STEM certified campus.
The National Institute for STEM Education designated Washington K-8 School as a STEM certified school. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
This has been a rigorous process over the last year and a half to make sure that we presented projects and evidence for the National Institute of STEM Education to actually look at and certify us as a national STEM school.
Washington K-8 joins two other Birmingham City schools that have earned this distinction. Those schools are W.J. Christian and Bush Hill STEAM Academy.
We have worked on this project really for over 5 years. We began with a committee of teachers who worked tirelessly to become STEM certified teachers, and then from that committee we added more teachers who had a passion for math, science, and technology.
I'm also excited to be here because we are celebrating your STEM certification. Give yourselves a hand clap.
Washington K-8 invited Dr. Veronique Brown, a K-12 outreach manager for Quant Hub and veteran educator, to serve as a motivational guest speaker for their celebration.
The skills you build today, like how to organize your thoughts, ask questions, make a plan, work through a tough challenge, are transferable.
Prior to the celebration, the school hosted a STEM fair where the scholars were able to show off their innovative work and critical thinking skills. One group used STEM to recreate a well-known Chinese landmark.
This is the Great Wall of China, and it was designed to stop northern invaders.
Another group spent about a month of hard work creating this roller coaster.
It showcases kinetic and potential energy and the energy of the loop. Potential energy as right here. As we go on, it slowly turns into kinetic energy, which shifts into acceleration, which brings us down here.
Meanwhile, there are more exciting things happening that involves the students at Washington K-8. A group of students will be doing a week-long internship this summer where they'll get to do STEM-related experiments at labs at UAB. And Washington K-8 offers its scholars nursing, aviation, firefighters exploration clubs. I'm Fred Davenport, BCS Media.
I'm Kiera Williams. I graduated from Parker High School. I'm an RN in Women's Services. I interned with Birmingham Promise and graduated from UAB with the help of the Birmingham Promise Scholarship.
With specialized career academies, early college, career and technical education, and a rigorous curriculum, Birmingham City Schools prepares you for college, for careers, for life.
Birmingham City Schools, success starts here.
I am helpful. I love to help my mom and clean up after myself. I am kind. Being kind means being nice.
You're listening to the voices of new, really young authors from Princeton Alternative Elementary School in Birmingham.
Next we have Wyatt Finley.
Miss Terry Tucker hosted a publishing party this week for her kindergarten class, which released an interesting new book titled Zesty Zebras, Book of Affirmations.
When I grow up, I will always be helpful.
I am elated. I am so proud of my scholars. They have done just a fabulous job in getting this major accomplishment off the ground. It wasn't easy, but with the help of a committed parent, we were able to pull this off, and we now have 14 published authors.
After the scholars worked on their affirmations, Ms. Tucker helped the 5-year-olds with creating their artwork that's also included in the book.
This was actually the vision of Miss James, who is our 5th grade teacher here. And she has written books for the last 3 years with the 5th grade. Well, of course, 5th grade is pretty stable in the writing process. In kindergarten, we're just beginning the writing process, so I thought it was a big undertaking, but they did very well. They were able to follow the writing process when writing the book, and everything turned out beautifully.
I teach ELA, and writing is one of our main focuses, and I stumbled upon an email from this company. It's called Student Treasures, and this is my 3rd year doing it. I started during the pandemic, and then I stopped, and then I decided to bring it back because of the biggest impact that it had on my students.
Student Treasures is a publishing company that provides schools with free hands-on writing activities. The company's goal is to motivate students to write and turn their stories into professionally bound books. The incredible work of Ms. Tucker's students caught the attention of Assistant State Superintendent Autumn Jeter. She visited the school to see the students' work firsthand.
For me, this was personally gratifying to be coming back to an elementary school, as I've been out of the classroom a few years serving as in upper leadership. So just me knowing what's expected of kindergartners and fifth graders, knowing what those standards are, I was very elated to hear and see the work that they've done and how well the kindergarten students read so fluently.
Bruce Jackson, the school's principal, is in awe of his scholars' achievements.
Our goal this year was to make sure that our scholars improve in writing. And so we want to make it more practical, and they embrace the challenge, and they are so excited. We just so delighted for this achievement today.
If you're interested in buying a copy of the book, visit studenttreasures.com/parents and enter the PIN number 843-2008. Before we end, listen to these little authors recite their daily words of affirmation.
We will be great. We will be great. I'm smart. I'm smart. I'm strong. I'm strong. I'm courageous. I'm courageous. I'm a leader. I'm a leader.
Let's give them a hand.
I'm Fred Davenport, BCS Media.
When I started first grade at Birmingham City Schools, I had no idea what was ahead. My teachers nurtured my passion for math and science. I studied alongside high-quality educators at Ramsey High School's Engineering Academy. Now, I am doing research at the O'Neill Comprehensive Cancer Center at UAB alongside world-class scholars. Birmingham City Schools prepared me. In a few years, I'll have a degree and a bright future in research.
Birmingham City Schools, success starts here.
These brilliant STEM scholars from Southampton K-8 School were met with an applause as they walked into Renew Birmingham, ready to show off their innovative work.
3, 2, 1.
The scholars, along with their tech advisor, Ms. Tambra Clark, officially cut the ribbon this month for their new award-winning vending machine. It's called the Hygiene Hub, and it's no ordinary digital vending machine. The vending machine contains free diapers and feminine hygiene products for those in need in Birmingham.
I'm really happy that it came true, that it came to life, that everybody's going to be able to use it now.
It's definitely a reality. I'm so excited. I'm excited for the students to just be able to see this, something that they thought of, talked about, and to actually bring it to life, you know, and it just shows you all things are truly possible when you're persistent, consistent, innovative, and creative.
Now this is a story all about how we're breaking hygiene hubs for our town. We got a mission, so let's play our part. Let's break it down, let's make it smart.
This is the data-driven rap song the scholars used to convey their message about ending period poverty, which led them to win $10,000 in the 2024 All-Tech Innovation Challenge. The school was also named the Alabama State winner in the 2024-2025 Samsung Solve for Tomorrow competition, securing the scholars an additional $12,000 to help fund their hygiene hub. How do you feel about today in the hygiene hub?
The work session for September the 23rd. May I have someone to move and second the minutes? Let the record show was moved by Board Member Collins and second by Board Member Wilson. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposition? All right. Next, as you all can tell, that Dr. Sullivan looks a little bit different tonight. Hold on one second.
The audio is not working on YouTube. Sound is not working.
Oh, you tell them. Yeah, they were getting some comments that the sound is not working on YouTube. Y'all got it fixed?
Okay.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Mr. Billups. As I said before, you can tell Dr. Sullivan looks a little bit different tonight. But we're thankful to have Dr. Lamar sitting in for him. And at this time, we will have presentations and special recognitions.
All right, thank you. At this time, we will have Ms. Seaborn, if she would come up now to do employee recognitions.
To Dr. Lamar and Board President Meadows and everyone, good evening.
Good evening.
We have two outstanding Birmingham City School employees to recognize tonight, and I will read the first letter, and it is as follows. The award is Customer Service Excellence. I would like to recognize Mr. Anthony Starks, Huffman Middle School Head Custodian, for outstanding dedication to service and maintaining the physical environment at Huffman Middle School. His staff are committed to providing our scholars with a clean and safe environment, and he was nominated by his principal, Dr. Jeffrey Willis. Mr. Starks? If you would come up. You too, Dr. Willis. Congratulations, Mr. Stark. And if you'll stay 1 second, I'll see you in the back. Okay? And our next award, also from Huffman Middle School, and the category is Above and Beyond the Call of Duty. And the letter reads, I would like to recognize Mr. Marvin Pulliam II for outstanding professionalism and dedication in music education by organizing and developing our first successful instrumental music program at Huffman Middle School in several years. Our scholars have rediscovered their passion for instrumental music and musicianship, and he was also nominated by his principal, Dr. Jeffrey Willis. Mr. Pulliam? If you want to open it, see me in the back before you leave, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have a personalized letter from the superintendent, and then you have your certificate, of course. So go take a picture.
Yes, ma'am.
President Meadows, Dr. Lamar, that concludes our recognitions for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Seaborn. I think that concludes our presentation and special recognitions for tonight. Now, colleagues, we will proceed to our community voice. First up, we have one of our, he left? Okay, you gonna speak in his stead? You don't know what you want to talk about? All right. Next, we have Mr. William Allen.
I just wanted to take a moment to express gratitude towards Dr. Sullivan, even in his absence, and everybody involved with repurposing the building for the special needs facility. I think a lot of times we, as followers in our own rights, we look for look to the fearless leader to do things that we want, and a lot of times Dr. Sullivan has come through on that promise, but it's also been encased in a need, and I just want to give him his flowers while he can still smell them, and that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Allen. Next, we have Mr. Thomas Mathis Jr. We'll come back to you, Mr. Ishmael. Come on, Mr. Mathis, it's your turn.
I appreciate y'all giving me this time. I want to congratulate the board members that were recently re-elected first. Second, my name is Thomas Mathis. I am the training director for the Union Iron Workers Local 92 here in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm here tonight to speak on the board member. Brother Walt, we've supported you in the past. When I leave my training center to go out to recruit young men or young women to join our apprenticeship, I have to drive past Birmingham. My job as a training director is to recruit applicants that have prior training and prior experience in our industry. The Birmingham school system currently doesn't offer anything like that. Now, it's never going to stop me recruiting from these other counties. The Local 92 covers 31 counties in the state of Alabama. So I'm always going to be reaching out to those other counties because a lot of our work are in those areas. But we have a lot of work in the Birmingham area and just outside of the Birmingham or outside of the Jefferson County where we could actually put some guys to work. And my recruitment doesn't take me to the Birmingham City schools. They don't have any kind of vocational school system. Now, I understand that like Walker County and as far north as Etowah County, those are smaller counties. They're able to come together as a county and have a standalone vocational school. Jefferson County is entirely too big for that. But the Birmingham City schools are the only school system in Jefferson County that aren't servicing those needs. Hoover has a vocational school system where they service Hoover, Pelham, and I think Homewood. Pinson Valley has a vocational school system. The Birmingham City Schools does not. So I'm here tonight to try to advocate for the Birmingham City school systems to wake up, because a lot of these kids that are coming out of high school, I'm not going to say a lot.
Thank you. Well, you have a 2-minute timer, but no, we appreciate you. I think you've been heard.
Excuse me.
And
I move to suspend the rules and allow him to extend his time.
Second. All right, then you, all in favor, say aye. Aye. All right.
Okay, so not to take up all night, because I could stand up here and talk all night about this.
Yes, sir.
So at our training center, we hold apprenticeships 2 times a year. They run from March to the end of April for the spring, and then from August to the end of September for the fall. outside of that time, yeah, we're doing testing for journeymen and makeup classes for apprentices and stuff like that. But there's an opportunity at our training center that y'all should take advantage of. We would be willing to use our facility, and we'd be willing to get one of our instructors accredited with the state and with the school systems and with the NCCER accreditation and all that, to use our facility as a vocational outreach for y'all's programs, if y'all would be willing to do it.
Thank you, Mr. Mathis. We'll make sure that somebody reaches out to you from the cabinet.
Please do. I'm tired of driving past Birmingham to recruit young men for our program.
All right. And we do have a CTE program. We have someone to reach out to you about that program also.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, do that, please.
Okay.
I've got a card I can give you. Yeah. This. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Ishman?
Can I say one more thing?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I apologize, but I'm going to be here every month until y'all do something.
Yeah!
That's what I call not here for show, here for go. Let me borrow that hat because they don't be liking mine. Anyway, I'm here to speak on the vape policy that y'all going to vote on today. Simply put, speaking from the behalf of the bus, from the bus driver, the classroom is moving. The classroom is rolling. There are other cars on the hallway that classroom is operating on. There's no principal to reach out to when that classroom is rolling. There's no peer teacher to reach out to for support when that classroom is rolling. So, number one, on the bus, immediately when the student is caught vaping, suspend that student from the bus ASAP. If on the school lot in the evening, remove that student from the bus ASAP. School officials know all the info on that student to handle that violation. This way the driver can transport the remaining students in safety. P.S. This is a violation students continue to take advantage of on the bus. Especially, this is what they say, I'm on the bus. Can't nobody do nothing. The shortage of drivers caused them to have to fill in a sub for other drivers. And it's a battle just to get them to answer a question, let alone get a name so you can write them up. I could tell you about places I was like, well, just write them up. I'm filling in for the driver. You know I don't drive this bus. I don't know his name. He go. He did it. Yeah, I did it. Do something. I'm here for go, not for show.
Thank you, Mr. Ishman. All right, colleagues.
I know we traditionally don't speak to when we have, yeah. But I do want to have Dr. Drake, if she would speak to the CTE program, just kind of briefly, the offerings that we have here in Birmingham City Schools. I just would hate for that to be on a recorded platform that we do not have CTE offerings here in Birmingham.
Make sure her mic is so she can be heard. Is it say something again? Try it again, though. I didn't.
Okay. Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
We do have several career tech programs in Birmingham City. We have the academies. We have culinary arts. We have cosmetology. We have auto mechanics. We have air conditioning and refrigeration. We also have the ADT program, and where our students go out to the training center and work as well. We are in the process of, with the post-secondary area, and bringing in more career tech areas. We have finance, we have business, we have a lot of different programs, and I'm just going to give a shout out to myself. I'm one of the ones from Birmingham City Schools who took cosmetology at Jackson High School, so we have several good programs here as well. But I would be more than happy to hear about your program and pass that information on to Dr. Willis. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Drake.
So can I add to that?
Tess, yeah, now you just come back next month, but you know, Dr. Drake, and then there's also Dr. Willis. Yes, sir.
Well, yeah, we
We'll take you
certainly-
serious tonight,
Yeah.
Mr. Mathis. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We should, Dr. Lamar, will we?
So now, colleagues, we're now ready to proceed with our consent agenda. It has been recommended that we approve the consent agenda items that have been submitted. Colleagues, before we move forward, are there any items that need to be pulled from consideration? All right. Well, colleagues, you have heard the recommendation that we approve the consent agenda items as been submitted. May I have someone to move in second?
So move.
Second. Let the record show that it was moved by Board Member Billups and second by Board Member Wilson. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposition? All right. The consent agenda has been approved. Colleagues, now we will now entertain our donations from the prospective donors. It has been recommended that we accept the donations. May I have someone to make a motion and someone to also second?
So moved.
Second.
Let the record show that it was moved by Board Member Billups and second by Board Member Boyle. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposition? All right, colleagues. We will now.
Mr. President?
Yes, ma'am.
Before we move on, could I just make an announcement? Since we do have a state representative here tonight, so we would be remiss if we did not acknowledge you, and also for your financial contributions that you're making tonight to our Birmingham City School District, but also what you've done in your window of service in Montgomery. We do appreciate it. I've had an opportunity to be at the State House firsthand and witness your advocacy, and so just really appreciate what you've taken from Birmingham City to Montgomery, Alabama, on behalf of Birmingham City Schools and all the other issues that you address. So thank you for being here tonight. Yeah. Representative Kelvin Datcher. I'm sorry, I didn't remember. I called your name. Stand up, please, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Datcher. We all appreciate you. Yes, sir. See, now, there we go. Thank you, Mr. Billups. Colleagues, we will now entertain our personnel actions. It is recommended that we approve the attached personnel actions. Are there any that need to be pulled from consideration?
Yes. On page 16, item number S84698.
Hold on, you said item,
S84698.
On page 16?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, colleagues, are there any other items that need to be pulled at this time? All right, colleagues, it is recommended that we approve the personnel actions minus item S84698 on page 16. May I have someone to move and second?
So move the item.
Second.
Let the record show is moved by Board Member Billups and second by Board Member Sullivan. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Okay, the personnel actions have been approved minus the aforementioned. Colleagues, now at this time, we will entertain item S84698 on page 16. May I have someone to move and second?
Second.
Let the record show is moved by Board Member Collins and second by Board Member Sullivan. Mr. Collins?
I just want a roll call vote on it.
All right. We'll start with Ms. Williams.
Oh,
Roll call. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
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 No.
Mr. Wilson?
Come back to me, please.
I don't even know what it is.
It's S84698 on page 16.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
All right, let the record show that the item has now been approved. All right, at this time, we are ready for our cabinet reports. Ms. Glover?
Board President Meadows, Vice President Collins, members of the board, Dr. Sullivan in his absence, and Dr. Terry Lamar, Chief of Staff, good evening, everyone. This is the General Fund Revenues and Expenditures Report for the month of August 2025. As it relates to revenues, we collected $172 million. We had budgeted $178.6 million. A variance left remaining $6.6 million. So this is as of August 2025, so we have one more month in this particular fiscal year to close out the year. For federal sources, we collected $534,000. Local sources, we collected $138.3 million. For the prior year, we collected $151 million. Grand total of all revenues collected for the period of April 2025 was $314.4 million compared to for the month of August. Thank you, sorry. As compared to the prior year for August of 2024, we collected $293.8 million. For the expenditures for that same period, as it relates to the personnel costs, we expended 88.2% of what was budgeted. What was budgeted was $229.4 million. We have expended, as of August 2025, $202.3 million, which leaves $27.1 million left in the fiscal year. The grand total of all expenditures for that period was $297.3 million. In the prior year of August 2024, we expended $252.5 million. Overall, it was a net surplus of $17 million that was collected compared to the prior year of August 2024, 41.2. We have 8.39 left as months in reserve, but for the prior year of August of the past year, we had 9.15 months in reserve. That equated to $22.9 million as monthly expenditures. For August 2025, it was $27 million. The special revenue, as it relates to the revenues, expenditures, and net surplus, we received $46.6 million as compared to the prior year, $99.5 million, a variance of the $52.9. Expenditures, $48.5 million as compared to the prior year, $109.1, a variance of $60.6 million. All funds combined, this is the balance sheet. It compares all of the assets as it relates to the liabilities, and what's remaining will be the fund equity. Assets was 272 million, compared to the prior year, 241.6, a variance of 30.4. Liabilities, 10.9, prior year, 9.9. The difference was 1 million. And the liabilities are just the monies that's outstanding that has not been paid. The revenues and expenditures, this is combining all the funds. So this is general funds, special revenue, capital projects, and the other sources. Collected, all revenues was 382.7 compared to the prior year, 321.8, a variance of 60.9 million. Expenditures was 363.1. The prior year was 316.1. The variance was 47 million. Okay. This concludes the report for the period of August 2025. Are there any questions?
Ms. Baum?
Yes, thank you for that report. At the risk of bringing up something that I bring up a lot, I'll do it again. We had a budget of 4.03 months of reserve that we would have in this year that's just about ended. We do have 1 month left, I understand that. But we're going to end the year, if this holds, at about 8.39 months, according to this. So we've got 4 months that we're going to, I guess, carry over into next year, that are the months of reserve. Really, we would love, this board has said that we would like to more accurately end the year with closer to the amount we had budgeted versus having significant reserves like that. So is there a way that even before January that we could take a look at spending the reserve that we have now, or do something that looks, I know I might be, 4 months might be a lot to ask for, but if we had 5 or 6 and we spent a couple of more months, I would just like to have us consider that. What is the possibilities on that front? Now, everybody might not agree, but.
Well, if I remember correctly, in the Finance Committee meeting, we said that we wanted to invest that amount. So anything over the, 3 to 4% we were going to save would go towards investments.
Okay. Right. And we've always invested. We have the sweep account, and those monies have been saved and going into investments. So that's always been the process in the what we had considered. One of the things that I thought that Dr. Sullivan had mentioned was almost the opposite, was trying to preserve and save those funds rather than spending it. Because even though you see the 8.3 million, the 8.3 months in reserve, some of those monies are going toward the 24 million from the capital projects that we know we've only spent very little. So we have monies that already set aside that will still carry over into this new fiscal year that started October the 1, that we will start spending it down.
So it's
But
your
it won't
hope
be as
then that at the
aggressive.
end of the following year, we would spend more closely to the budgeted amount versus the reserve? Are we going to continue to have this level?
It's always unlikely until all of the personnel vacancies have been filled. And that's one of the things that I mention almost every time that you do ask, is only because we have so many vacancies and the positions haven't been filled, we still have to budget for it as if all the positions would be filled.
So I just repeat my point that we ought to spend that money on our children. Thank you.
The only thing I would like to add, Dr. Lamar and Board President Meadows, one of the things that you did bring up was the class wallet and trying to get those funds out in a more timely manner. I just wanted to remind you that this month will be the month that we will try to get those funds out to all schools, the month of October.
It will be available maybe by the end of October?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay,
Ms.
Mr. Meadows, this concludes my report.
Ms. Williams, do you have a question?
I actually just have a comment. I just want to make sure that, thank you, Ms. Baum. You know, I love you dearly and appreciate you, but I actually differ in terms of us expending our resources. I do appreciate the reminder, Board Member Smith, about the 3% investments in excess of what we have. And I think maybe if we could actually, just a side note, if you could provide us maybe via email an update on the sweep accounts and how they are doing, because I'm one of those board members, y'all probably know by now, I'm paying attention to what's happening at the federal level. And then we just had our state superintendent talk about a super decline in enrollment, nearly 4,000 to 5,000 students across the state of Alabama. We know our numbers internally, where we are in terms of a decline in enrollment, which means we're going to lose resources because of our ADM versus the number of teachers and educators that we need and other support services. So I personally would prefer to have those additional resources available so that we can retain some employees and not have to make very difficult decisions early on. So I think, just my personal opinion, that we're in a good place financially, but I do appreciate and respect your comments around, we also don't want to have money sitting there that we could be utilizing for our students. But from a federal standpoint, we are in a very uncertain climate financially. So I think, we just have some difficult decisions to make over the next 4 years, but that's why we're here. So we'll get it done together, and we'll make sure that we do our best to continue to take care of employees and our students, most importantly by the services that we do provide. So I just wanted to make sure I shared that. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President.
No, I was going to say it, and I just think that some of the forecasts that are coming on a federal and a state level is, was just at a recent national conference, and they're expecting it across the board that there will be a reduction in dollars available. And so we're actually in a good position because we have been, Dr. Sullivan and Ms. Glover and our as an organization, we've been fiscally very conservative. And so I think, whereas I was on board with Ms. Bowen for most of the time, I just think that the landscape has changed, and I think it might actually change to put us in a beneficial position. But those will be decisions that you all have to make. Yeah, I know that you all do the right thing when that time comes. Mr. Wilson?
I have a problem with Big Walt being called a conservative. Please don't ever do that again. Let's say we've been physically responsible. Please don't use that term, sir.
Terms can have dual meanings, Mr. Wilson. Thank you, Ms. Glover.
Thank you.
Looks like, colleagues, we're going to be able to make it to the basketball game over there and see the Rockets and the Pelicans play tonight. At this time, colleagues, are there any announcements that need to be made? Mr. We did?
We do.
We have.
We had an updated agenda that was provided to us, so we have an item.
Thank you. Because I was looking at the one. I was looking at the one that was, okay. Well, that's very important. Thank you. Let me see. And so we don't usually have new business, but we do tonight. And so we can ask those questions, though, Mr. Wilson. We can bring them forward. Okay. Yeah, I think it's also in the same folder. You should have received a.
Come be this one here.
Here, I'll go ahead and get us started. So we have the recommendation that we approve a central office relocation comprehensive construction to the 2101 6th Avenue North building. That'll be presented by Mr. Moore. And colleagues, at this time, may I have someone to move and to second the item?
So move.
Second.
Mr. Moore?
Good evening. Protocol already been established. Again, my name is Michael Moore. I serve as the Operations Officer of Birmingham City Schools. So again, yes, this is to accept the base bid with the intent to award the Argo Building Company for the comprehensive interior renovation construction project at 2101 6th Avenue building in the amount of $13 million, and give the superintendent the authority to execute all contracts related to this project. This bid was opened last Tuesday, October the 7th, and then was awarded. We tabulated those bids last Thursday, and the lowest and most responsible and responsive bidder was Argo Building Company. It was complete, unconditional, responsive, and to the invitation. And so the bid came in at $12,190,000, which is under bid. For us, there's a couple of things that's important. Argo has done a number of things for the district, a number of projects in the district. Most recently, they did the Martha Gaskin Pre-K Learning Center. And so they're familiar with the district. They're familiar with our expectations and what we expect in terms of projects in this district. So we're in a good place. Another important thing to note is the revised calendar that was submitted last work session. The reason we want to bring it to the board today, because it puts us right on target for an October 14th possible vote on this date to keep us in line with that November 3rd notice to proceed, which keeps us right in target with the revised timeline that we submitted last work session. So I entertain any questions at this time.
Okay. Mr. Sullivan?
Not really in questions, but, you know, I'm excited that we're, you know, on track. Let's just hope it stays that way.
That's right.
I want to appreciate the team for, you know, making everything align the right way. So let's just stay on track.
Sure. Thank you.
All right, colleagues, we will now do a roll call vote. Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Bourne?
Yes.
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 Yes?
Yes.
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 All right. The new business item has been approved, the Central Office Relocation Comprehensive Construction Plan. Thank you, Ms. Williams, for bringing it to my attention. Now we will proceed with the announcements. Mr. Wilson?
Thank you, Mr. President. I want all of you to please join me in congratulating the new Birmingham City Councilor for District 8, Ms. Sonia Smith. Y'all give a round of applause. Sonia, I am personally so proud of you. It's the little sister I always wanted. And you're going to be missed. I know you're going to get tired of me calling you, worrying you, and asking you for advice, but do know that your service here on the Board of Education has been appreciated not only by your constituents, but by your colleagues as well. Thank you so much. You have always handled yourself with dignity and class, and that goes to everyone on this board. Before we got here, this was a hot mess. And I am proud to serve with each and every one of you. Let me recognize our president. Jason Meadows will not be here at next board meeting. Jason has served as president of this board for 3 years, not consecutively, but 3 out of 4 years, Jason has been the president. I think he deserves a round of applause. Brother Meadows, you are a godly man. I almost came to tears myself when your dad was up here today. And your leadership, and we've disagreed, and we've closed the door, and we've had some man-to-man conversations. That's how grown folk do it. But the one thing your leadership has been consistent about is being an example for those who depend on us. This board, no matter how much we've disagreed, we've always carried ourselves as an example of how things are supposed to be. So thank you for your leadership, brother. I'm sorry your high school teams didn't do better under your leadership. But I do want you to know that you will definitely be missed, my brother. Last thing I'm going to talk about. On Sunday, organization that I founded called Community First Birmingham had a very unique privilege. We had the privilege of honoring 3 African-American superintendents who have moved the needle in their school district. Dr. Sean Williams of Midfield City School, Superintendent Sean Williams, the National Superintendent of the Year for Jefferson County, Dr. Walter Gosselin, and our own Dr. Mark Sullivan. Thank you, Board Member Collins, for coming to support one of the principals that's in your district who also received an honor. And also, Ms. Cheryl Stewart received the Lifetime Achievement Award. Now, Sherman think I'm going to talk about the food because it's called Soul Food Sunday. Well, the food's pretty good. Let me tell you the menu just for fun. Barbecue pig feet, neck bones, fried chicken, baked chicken, macaroni and cheese, butter beans, pinto beans, collard greens, turnip greens, sweet potato pie, and homemade cake. Real soul food. Now, why do I bring that up? Because it goes back to our heritage. A lot of times, in southern Alabama, we expressed our love to our families with delicious meals because a lot of people who attended public schools couldn't afford the finer things in life. So southern cooking was a way of showing love. This is something that we always will try to continue to do, is to recognize those who go above and beyond to make a difference in our community. Again, it's been an honor and a privilege serving with you guys. For those of you who are coming back, we're going to continue to maintain that standard and fight hard for our children. So thank you guys, and good luck to you both.
Ms. Williams, then Ms. Baum.
It's hard to follow Board Member Wilson after those shout outs. Soul food is always good. I too want to congratulate you, Board Member Smith, on your new election to serve on Birmingham City Council. I know that you're going to do an amazing job. I think that Birmingham City Schools should be proud of your service that you've given here to the district. You've led with a Delta word, even though you're not a Delta girl, but you have led with fortitude and but look, I forgot your dad is in the room, so I got to be careful because I know he's got your back, and it's great to see you here this evening, sir. But really do appreciate your leadership. It is not easy to serve. I know, and this is a part of a comment for you as well, President Meadows. But I remember 4 years ago, we were just as rookie could be. We came in here wet behind the ears, the nose, and probably little tears under the eyes trying to figure it out. And so here we are 4 years later. And so to set aside 8 years of your life and 4 years of your life to serve in public service is something that you should be thanked for and commended for, and know that I have enjoyed serving alongside you all. And so I'm grateful for what this board has been able to do as a collective. And I look forward to us continuing to serve well with our 2 new board members coming to the board. And so it's going to be exciting for Birmingham City Schools. And I just want to, again, thank you for your service. I pray that all goes well. I pray that you are even more courageous as you sit at the city council level and serve. And President Meadows, I pray that you receive everything back that you have given in terms of peace and time back with your family and service to God, because I know that you plan to do even more in kingdom work. And so just thank you to Mr. Wilson's point of how you have led us. You have tried as hard as possible to keep us, and it's not like it was that difficult because we are a pretty solid group. I mean, individually, we all possess a level of, I think, character that matters. And so each of us have been able to work alongside Dr. Sullivan, the entire cabinet, and the district to hear the concerns, to bring them out and move Birmingham City School forward. We've done what has not been done in some cases in the history of Birmingham City School. And so it is something to be very proud of as we all get to collectively sit here. But I thank you all for your service, and I personally do appreciate you all and how you have served over the last 8 and 4 years. That being said, I would like to thank the voters in District 2 for affording me the opportunity to serve a second term. God be praised. That's all I got. That's all I can give. God be praised. To all the supporters, I really do appreciate it. Colleagues, I look forward to continue to serve for an additional 4 years, and I hope that we will continue to, I know we will continue to move as a collective and move the district forward. As a matter of announcement for District 2, I would like to share, and it's a little bit early, but I want to get it out there so that people can mark their calendars. But on Wednesday, October the 29th at Osseware Mitchell Middle School, it will be STEM night. And so if you want to become a bootleg scientists, then you should show up to I See What. For us as community members, our students are really learning how to become scientists, but to show up that Wednesday night, and it is from 5:30 to 7 p.m. There's a lot of effort that goes into these types of activities being successful in the district, and especially for our students. And so just wanted to share that. And colleagues, to everyone else, again, congratulations to our people in the room that are going to be joining us in a few weeks. Thank you.
Ms. Bourne. Okay.
Echo my colleagues' thoughts about Ms. Smith and Mr. Meadows, and have enjoyed so much working with both of you. And we'll miss you. We really will. And there's another board member that had a big day today, and I just want to point out that our colleague Derek Billups had a Birmingham Promise event that had hundreds, if not thousands, thousands of students there. I think Ramsey had 7 buses. Did Ramsey have 7 buses? 11 buses. And all the other high schools were there as well. And the amount of energy it took to get all of us lined up to be there, many of us, and all the other community leaders that you invited to come to do mock interviews. Very small part of what was a very successful day, though. So thank you so much for that. I want to just mention, too, that two of my two things I've been working on and I'm excited about both had events today. Speak First is a relatively new organization, a debate league that is being launched in Birmingham City School. And today, all the high schools and all the middle school coaches, teachers who have stepped up to be coaches, met and got direction from the folks at Speak First who know what they're doing about debate, and were trained in the beginning process of being trained to be these debate coaches. And they will train their kids this fall and debate each other beginning in January, one time a month for January, February, March, and April. Very exciting program that I think will be great for Birmingham City Schools. And then Birmingham Promise, in addition to what you did today, Derek, is very dear to Birmingham City Schools, and we're so thankful for all that you and Birmingham Promise do. Thanks.
Again, I want to echo everybody. Congratulations to Board Member Smith. And it's been a pleasure working with you, Board President Meadows. You know, we have some fun times, right? But and some heated conversations as well. But I just want to have an announcement about the operations meeting coming up. So I know I sent out a text. If you have some items that you are interested in getting an update on, please send that to me. The Operations Committee meeting will be Thursday at 12 p.m. So that's all.
Mr. Collins.
So I want to first congratulate our new board members. Congratulations. I know you all had to come through a runoff, and I've been through a few of them, so I know they're not very fun. But congratulations. We certainly, welcome you all to our team. Yeah, that's a good one. I had when I came back this time to the school board. Actually, I didn't know anyone. I mean, I didn't have any relationships with anyone on the school board, and so I don't know. Ms. Smith and I, we became friends, and I know during the course of our interactions and everything, she asked me a question, and I probably would have answered it differently if I knew why she asked me. But she asked me, she said, "Have you ever thought about it that you've done all that you can do on the school board?" And of course I said no. And so I turned around and asked her, "Do you?" And so she was just kind of like, "Well, yeah." I didn't know she was planning on running for city council. Like I said, I probably would have said, no. But congratulations. I've always shared, she doesn't like when I say this, but I told her we're going to miss her. And if y'all don't know, Sonia's kind of the person that keeps us all in check. So when we're doing something, she's like, yeah, y'all not supposed to do that. So I told her, I said, I'm gonna miss that, but we're gonna let you go help the city council this time. So I just want to say thank you. Sincerely, we will miss you. You have, kept us out of and reminded us of things that we cannot do and should not do. So we are always thankful for that. And I had an opportunity to speak with Mrs. Wardine at Soul Food Sunday, and I said, since we have 3 of you all over there on the city council, there should not be anything that we can't walk over there and ask for. We have the mayor, Wardine Alexander, and now we have Ms. Smith over there. So we should be really good when we go over to ask for things. To Mr. Meadows, thank you for your service. It's not always easy to serve in leadership roles because you have the responsibility of kind of herding the cats back in to get things done at the end of the day. I think you've always had good intentions, and I know your heart is in it. A couple of times I thought you was running even when you said you wasn't. How you promoted the school system, and I think you genuinely have a heart for Birmingham City Schools and the work that we do here. So I appreciate you. Don't know what you'll be doing moving forward, but much success in all your endeavors, and we definitely appreciate your service here. Lastly, I had an opportunity, Mr. Billups sent out and said, hey, y'all, will anybody, you all be interested in doing mock interviews? And I said, well, yeah, I think I will, since I know a little bit about doing interviews. And so I had a wonderful experience today sitting down with students from JO as well as Winona and running through the interview process and helping those students prepare for when it really counts. And so there was one particular question on the survey, on the questions, and it asked the question is, what challenge in life that you had to overcome and how did you do it? And two students, one a male, one a female, they answered the same question. They answered the question almost the same way. The male said, the challenge that I had is that my father was not in my life, and I've had to navigate figuring out how to be a man. And so we just kind of paused because I'm a dad, I'm a husband. I've been a husband in my life past, and so I know what that's like for students to have to navigate without a parent. So shortly thereafter, a young lady came in and answered the same question. She said she had to navigate life without her mom. So, that too, like I said, is very, very personal to me as well, because I know what that is like for students. So I said all that to say that when we see our students, they have a lot of challenges to overcome, and we are sometimes there. I know our teachers serve as parents, our principals serve as fathers, mothers, role models. So, I take this position very, very seriously, and I'm thankful to all my colleagues that we handle ourselves with dignity and pride, even though we don't always agree. But more importantly, we have people watching us, students watching us as an example. So I thank you to all of you all, and I'm certainly looking forward to serving with you all 4 more years. Oh, and by the way, Huffman High School got $50,000 today, courtesy of, I think it's Hibbett Sports and who else? It was just Hibbett Sports, but I thought it was Nike too. But we got $50,000 check, and I think each one of our students received $500 gift cards, and they got nice little bags and tennis shoes. So we certainly thank those Hibbett Sports for considering our students. I think they chose Winona. They had got it wrong, and so we got it right this year. So especially since it's basketball. So we certainly thank all of our sponsors for choosing Birmingham City. We are always appreciative of every dollar, every ounce of support. And I want to say I thank you for coming here trying to fight to get our students into your program. It doesn't go unnoticed, and because at the end of the day, it should be really all about the children, about our kids. And so thank you very much.
Mr. Billups.
And I won't belabor the point. I do want to just recognize as well the comments of our colleagues here, about our distinguished colleagues in science, excuse me, Ms. Smith, and also Mr. Meadows, as far as the work you have done. There was a scripture that came to mind when we first came on this board. It said, know those who labor amongst you. And one of the things we have tried to do is be intentional about getting to know one another a little bit better. And even though we had some disagreements, we all came to understanding that each one of these individuals here have a heart for the work that is being done. And it can be displayed in everything that we have done across the past 4 years. We've looked to try to raise the standard. We want to continue to raise the standard and the bar across this district moving forward. I said again with today, and I'm thanking my colleagues as well who are participating in the college career fair that we had at the Crosspects today. Over 1,000 students being in attendance, over nearly 100 different vendors from colleges and also employers and training programs who are there in attendance as well. And to see the sights and sounds of those students, to see the coaches, to see the administrators, the counselors who were there, and to hear the rejoicing in the voices of those students. It does take a village. And even more, it's going to take this city coming together. And we need to make sure that we have those voices, those individuals in place who know how to bridge those divides and try to pull us together to do the work that needs to be done in order to raise our students to be the most able, competent, confident individuals they can possibly be, but also being reasonable and responsible at the same time. There was no problem with the students for today. Again, we saw the smiles, we saw all the accolades, we saw that they were excited about coming back and doing it again. And even when they went through those interviews, and again, I thank my colleagues who were able to come, those who couldn't understand. We know we have one spirit, one heart, and one focus here. And that was getting the opportunity to make sure our students have greater access, both to college or career. So, thank you all again. I appreciate it.
Mr. Collins.
Just I need to do one thing. Congratulations. I congratulate our new people, but congratulations and welcome back.
I want to start by saying, oh, you have something? I'm sorry, Ms. Smith. Okay. I want to start by saying congratulations to Ms. Smith. To Mrs. Williams' point, Ms. Smith has been someone who's brought a level of experience. As Mr. Collins says, she doesn't miss anything, and she has helped us with expert insight on specific things that we just were ignorant to. I'm sure she's the most highly trained AASB. She's like, you can put all the rest of our training together and it probably still wouldn't equal Mrs. Smith's training. I also want to acknowledge that she has been a champion for our fine arts department. I think that Dr. Mays would also echo those sentiments. She was the first person to spearhead and to advocate to hit the little green button about increasing our CMP and our custodians to $15 an hour, and she continued to beat that drum. And we all supported that. And so I think that Ms. Smith has put her actions where her heart is. And I always tell people that the DNA of an elected official is where does the money go? Don't listen to what they say, listen to where the money goes. And so you can see that she has advocated for the things that make a difference in fine arts. Our fine arts has increased and improved, and she made sure that the band instructors receive the same stipend and the same consideration that the coaches receive. And so, Ms. Smith, I appreciate you. I know you're going to do a great job, and I'm excited to see what's going to continue to happen in the city of Birmingham. The only city I lived in, I love my city, and so I'm just excited for her leadership. To all the colleagues who are returning, continue to do the great work. Keep it about the kids. I just can't say it anymore. Make sure we continue to make it about the children because they don't have a voice. And to Mr. Collins' point about the young people who said that they didn't have parents, Those are the voices that we don't hear unless we go and get in the midst with them. And so that's who I was always doing it for, unequivocally. It was never any second doubts. It was always about what's in the best interest of the children of Birmingham, because those children don't have many people fighting for them. And so thank you to my colleagues. Thank you to all of the leaders of the district who've done amazing work and continue to do amazing work. Thank you all each individually. I appreciate you all so much. To our partners, I thank you all. Just keep up the good work. I think that really concludes. I hate Dr. Sullivan's not here, but I'm sure he's probably listening. I want to say thank you to him. And I think that I won't quote William Bell, but y'all know what he said. We took Birmingham City Schools. Okay. No, but I think that I say that jokingly because Birmingham City Schools has received accolades that have never happened in my lifetime for academics. We receive, we have players in the NFL, we have players in the NBA, but for academics, Birmingham City Schools is on national radars. And that's something that needs to be said over and over again. And literally was talking to a parent this week who pays out-of-zone fee, who's zoned for Inverness, who lives in Inverness, but pays out-of-zone fee for their children to go to Birmingham City Schools. Just let that sit in for a minute. And so again, guys, yes, we have a long way to go, but we have done tremendous work, and I have good faith that work will continue. Ms. Smith.
Great. Well, thank you all, to my colleagues, for your kind words. Definitely have met some wonderful people here and developed great relationships and lifelong friends. Specifically, I want to thank Ms. Posey for always making sure that I have room temperature water at the podium here. Appreciate that. To my seatmate, I'll miss seeing you. We've had our moment already. And to Africa for just everything and keeping me straight. So thank you. Okay. So I've always tried to move by doing what was best for students first, and then next protecting the district. And that's not always easy, especially, as we said, we've had our moments. And so you have to set aside the personal and stay focused on why you're here, the purpose of the business of BCS and protecting the district. So I hope that the incoming board members and my colleagues that are here will keep that in mind, that always protect the district. And yeah, I guess, Sherman made the comment about me leaving and so forth, or asking, and I always, in my mind, I think about that Kenny Rogers song, knowing when to fold them, hold them, walk away. And I think it's important, I think that's important, to know when you feel that your service is done, and you've done what you can do, and when it's time to move on and allow for other fresher perspectives to hold the seat. Because these seats don't belong to us. So it's important to keep that in mind. So yes, thank you for these last 8 years. I forgot to mention, Princeton has its numeracy night tomorrow at 5 p.m. So if you or someone you know has a student at Princeton Alternative Elementary School, that is happening at 5. But yeah, so thanks.
I do want to mention, and I'm sure that you'll see this on the BCS media somewhere, but there will be the outgoing board member recognition on Sunday, October the 26th at 1 p.m. I think, Adrian, that's at Sloss Furnace. Is that changing? Okay, you got a little, okay. It'll be at 1 p.m. I'll let you all know who confirmed that. Okay. October the 26th at 1 p.m., location TBD. Also on the same day, Sunday, October the 26th at 4 p.m. will be the swearing in. Maybe not. Scratch that last piece. But pay attention to BCS Media. I think all social media, you will receive the dates for the swearing in. Our upcoming work session will be on Tuesday, October the 28th at 5:30, and the next board meeting will be November the 18th, 2025 at 5:30. This meeting is now adjourned.
Thank you.